The other day, somebody asked me, how do you do the things you do when you don't have any motivation? Like when you don't want to do it. I sat back and I'm just thinking before I answer this. And I told this person, I said, listen, I don't need motivation. Motivation is cool. I love motivation. But motivation is cool for like a good hour. A good hour. And then after that hour is over, what are you going to depend on? What are you going to use to continue to fuel your ambition, your drive, your want for more? The word that you're looking for is discipline. The people that are disciplined compared to the people that need motivation are far and few between. It's not even close. When you look at the greats, when you look at the great Michael Phelps, this guy trained Monday through Sunday, every single day in the calendar year. And I'm talking about Christmas, I'm talking about holidays, I'm talking about Thanksgiving, New Year's. Kobe Bryant practiced 4 times a day. So when you look at those examples and you think to yourself, they didn't do anything with motivation. That was just pure discipline. Those guys separated themselves from the rest of the crowd. Why? Because they were more disciplined compared to everybody else. So when you ask yourself, how can I get motivation? How can I get motivation? The question you have to be asking yourself is, how can I be more disciplined? Because motivation is cool. One of my favorite books is Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet-David. I love that book. Why? Because it's a business planning book. Everybody should read it if you want to figure out how to create some urgency and motivation in your life. Everybody should read that book. Why? Because it takes you down a path of your past. And it asks you questions to Socratic style questioning to get you to uncover things that bother you, things that motivate you, things that you don't like, things that you don't like when people have done to you, what they said. And that book can unveil a lot of things from your past that you didn't know about. And that is motivation. So when people ask me, okay, what's your motivation? I have a couple of enemies. That maybe that is people. Maybe that is memories. That is not for you to know, but that's for me to tell you that even though I have those memories, even though I have those enemies, that motivation runs out. When I wake up every single day to cold call for 4 to 5 hours every single day, and when I start at 8 in the morning, and these people are telling me, Joe, you are a POS, fuck you, you're this, you're that. Where in the world am I going to get the motivation to hear me getting called every single word in the book? No, that's pure discipline. That's because I know that I need to do this. I know that if nobody does it for me, I'm going nowhere. So when you ask yourself, oh my God, how do I be disciplined? It's very, very, very simple. What is the alternative? I don't want to go to the gym today. What's the alternative? Well, in 6 months from now, if you don't go to the gym every single day for 6 months, you're not where you want to be. Your body's not where you want to be. You're not going to be as strong. You're not going to be as fit. You're gonna start to wonder what happened. Then what happens if you start questioning yourself, your body and your image. You start to get upset. You start to get sad. You start to get depressed. What? And oh my God, well you went down a whole rabbit hole. And I'm just not gonna go to the gym one time, but that's how it starts. You have to build a habit. 2 years ago, I started doing 1 hour of cold call, and then after a week, I did 2 hours of cold call. And then after 3 weeks, I did 3 hours of cold call. And as I continued to build the muscle, to build the skill, to build the discipline, I kept going and I kept bringing it up and bringing it up. And as you know it, now I wake up, boom, it's time to work. I don't need somebody in my ear or a video on TikTok to say, oh, you got to do this. If you don't do this, your family I don't need that. Why? Because I've built the muscle. So when you ask me and when you ask yourself, How do I do the hard things when I don't have motivation? You just do them anyway. That's how you build discipline. That's how you build the habit. But I'm going to tell you something. When it's 4 in the morning and you have to wake up to go to the gym, there is no motivation that's going to save you. When it's 7:59 in the morning and you don't want to make cold calls, there is no motivation that's going to save you. So think about the alternative. Think about what happens to yourself in 6 months from now if you don't do what you gotta do, what you want to do. Think about the alternative and watch. You're going to be a very disciplined person. When you ask me, or when people ask themselves, how can I get motivation? Listen, skip the motivation. Go straight to discipline. And whatever skill or whatever activity you're trying to do, give it your all.